everybody. My name's Craig.
I'm Brian.
I'm Burke.
And I'm Michelle.
And this is Get Dunked On, the podcast.
This is the worst team I have ever been within my life. This is the song that I was going to send to you, that I sent to you, Craig. If you knew it and actually had done your homework before this, you could sing along with me.
I didn't do my homework.
God dang it.
Today has been hell day.
I thought you were going to sing This Is the Story of a Girl.
Oh, this is the story of a girl.
That's where I started.
I was singing No Mercy by The Living's Tombstone. It's, you know, it's Overwatch.
Speaking of No Mercy, I was led on to something that kind of makes me feel I might need to change my ways, is what I'm saying. Me and my wife might need to change our ways, because when we go into this has been for a long time now, like literally over a year now. When we go into this Thai restaurant we frequent, when we go in there, it's like Norm from fucking Cheers. They're like, "Oh, Mr. Craig," and they do the same thing for Sarah. They say, "Miss Sarah," to the point where they correct me if I get my wife's order wrong. I've done it before.
Oh my God.
She goes through and she gets extra mixed vegetables, but no broccoli. And one time I said extra broccoli, no mixed vegetables. And they go, "That's not how your wife gets it." And I was like, crap, you're right. Thank you. Thanks for that. She corrected me. She corrected me on the order. So we're like, okay, but my wife absolutely loves Thai food. Like, it's her favorite thing in the world, basically. So it's we get it often. And then I started going into one of my dad's business partner's office. I started going in there frequently, trying to help him out with some stuff. And lunch for me, there's a Qdoba, probably it's like 10 minutes away or something like that. So I'm like, hey, I'll go there every once in a while. It's probably it's about 15-ish minutes from where I'm at now. So it's not that big of a time difference.
Even though there's a Chipotle around the block.
There's a Chipotle like within a baseball throwing distance.
You monster.
But
my Qdoba closed.
No, there was.
That's right. They're closing all over, baby.
Burke, there was one on Mallory. There was a Qdoba there. There was one, and they closed it. But I went there before it went down. Anyway, so there's a better psychological feeling of I'm getting away from work. I'm spending 10 minutes to drive there. Yep. I get to sit there and eat for 40 minutes, take 10 minutes to drive back. That's my hour if I want to, where I don't feel like too much of an evil person getting away for a little bit. And, it's not me leaving my house. When I'm sitting here, I'm like, I could just easily make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and eat and not spend, the $9 or whatever it is to get my food. And I'm saving time. I'm saving money. I'm saving everything.
Completely understand.
And sitting here and doing that. But I went in the other day and I found out you can order online, right? You can order through their app and you can say, hey, I want to pick it up at whatever, 3:00. And so you go and you drive in and get in there at 3:00. You go and pick up your stuff and you can walk out. I start walking in. This is the first time I've ever done that. So I walk in and it's one of the Qdobas that has a super long line on the side, and it's a physical barrier to force you into this line. It's not like, oh, there's tables and chairs. It's a literal half wall, a 4 foot, 5 foot wall, and it spans the whole way. And there's, on the one side, it's the line. And then the other side starts into the open dining area. And I start walking in that way and I'm behind 3 people and I'm like, but I just ordered. So maybe I just go right up to the front. And I was trying to think of a way to sneak around the people in front of me, but I didn't want to be that jerk. I'm like, okay, I'm a bigger guy and they're going to get weird. I'm just going to walk back around, so I was the last one in line. I walked right back out and I start, but it looks like I'm heading back towards the door. And the guy goes, wait, Craig, where are you going? I was like, fuck. Shit. And I mean, again, I was just walking around to come get my food, but they thought I was leaving and they knew me by name enough to call out, be like, where are you going? They were like, honestly, all of them were like, is he leaving? Because I'm assuming they're going, there goes my kid's college fund right off the door. He's not coming here anymore. Oh my God. I go and I pick it up. Whatever. And then last week, I think I had, it was 2 weeks ago. I think I ordered pizza right around the time of the podcast. It was either right before or right after. Maybe it was a day before or day after. Doesn't fucking matter, really. I order the pizza and I've got a LED light with a remote control for our front door and it can switch between 7 colors. And so I have it on the setting when we have a delivery, I switch it to where it blinks all the colors right in a row. And so on the delivery notes online, I type, northeast corner of the parking lot, house with the blinking multicolored light. And everybody that looks at that, they're like, that's genius. Like, I saw it right away. I knew exactly where your house was.
Well, yeah, you have neon lights on your house like it's Christmas time. Like your neighbors are well, like, so what I'm saying, like, your neighbors have to be looking at that like, God, that is so tacky.
Well, we only and I sit there and we can turn it to white, like just a standard white light any other time, you know. And then when there was Wings games on, it would flash red and white. I would do things like that. Christmas, it would go from a spooky orange to a spooky green. It would fade back and forth on not Christmas, sorry, Halloween.
Is that an official color, spooky?
Yeah, it was a spooky orange.
It was
like a muddy orange. Like, if it's too orange, it's like, holy shit, orange. But it was like a muddy orange because it like mixed with the green a little bit, and so it looked cool to me. Anyway, that's usually the response I get is they're like, hey, you know, thanks for the delivery note. That made it really useful. It's really easy. My area, Burke and Brian have both been in here. It's numbered like stupid.
It's weird.
It is.
I'm the 100s. I'm in the 100s for the number, and I'm in like the furthest corner, and it makes no sense how this whole thing goes.
Yeah,
so they're
it's
like,
terrible.
Yeah, I just drove around, and then I saw that light, and we're like, okay, found it. We're good. The pizza guy comes up, and he goes, hey, I like the note you gave me on where your place was, but you could have just told me that you got a new front door mat for your house. I was like,
oh, God, no. Oh, are you serious?
I was like, okay. I turned to Sarah after that. I go, we need to change things. Our lives are going bad.
My God.
Our lives are going horribly right now. 3 different places. So we're like, hey, we know you.
Craig keeps us open.
The sad part is,
I'm assuming Jimmy John's is next if I buy one more sandwich. I'm assuming it's next. But there's 3 specific things. Has anybody had anything close to that? And it doesn't even have to be food.
No.
But where you went into some place so often, people are like, oh, I know who you are.
Oh, yeah, I had a Mexican food restaurant back home. That was the same way. I would order my quesadillas a specific way with specific sides, and they knew. Like, he just knew. Just order it. Like, I didn't have to say anything. And I mean, I went so far as I worked out with the owner, like, just because we crossed paths so many times. Like, it was ridiculous. But yeah, I missed that place.
Nothing like even like at your gym, Brian.
Like
people
the guy
there.
who owns the gym knows me, but that's only because I see him like all the time, and I give him the hi, you know, kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, it's not like a, you know, if he were to go up to me, or if you were to go up to him and ask him, what does Brian do for a living? He would go, I don't know. we exchange pleasantries, but beyond that,
are you sure they didn't say padding my 401k? That's what Brian does.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing for all these places.
Well, it's funny because the way you said that, because first off, your analogy to Norm was perfect and spot on, not just because of the fact that he does that in the Cheers bar, but I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's an episode of Cheers where Norm takes some of the guys to other bars, and as he takes them in there, every bar that he goes to says, Norm! Like, he's literally, like he's such a frequent guy at every bar that, like, they just know him. So
that's
the way
awesome.
you described that was just perfect. But yeah, no, I can honestly say that off the top of my head anyway, nothing.
I mean, granted, I also had this at Qdoba back in Grand Blanc when I lived in Michigan. I don't know if you remember, like, Brian, you had some kind of a party of some form, and you had Qdoba catered into your party.
Sure. And I did, but I don't remember what the event was. I
think I know what it is. I just was keeping it. Do you want me to say it? I think it was a graduation party for college.
Was it? Oh, then yes, that was the. Yep, that's what it was.
Either way,
that sounds right.
I didn't show up right on time. I was working, but when I got there, whoever catered it was like, "Oh, where's the kid that likes the naked nachos with steak?" And like, she read off my order. I don't know if she said my name or not. This is going off what you guys said, so I guess I don't know. But there was plenty of times where I walked in once and they didn't have steak, and the girl, this is in Grand Blanc, the girl goes, Craig, I'll bring yours later. We don't have steak right now. And like, I had just walked in. I was like, okay, and I just went and sat down, and she came out and gave it to me. And then one of our former classmates, someone we graduated with, Amber, when she worked there, when she was the one that brought it out to me, and she was like, "Hey, it's on us. We didn't have it when you were ready," because I had to wait like 15 minutes or something like that. Not that I did anything. I was just like, okay. I just walked over and played on my phone.
Did you?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I don't think I've ever been recognized by places, but I can definitely attest to how easy it is to get to know regulars, especially if you're not like a problem person, because they're gonna like look forward to your visit. And these people deal with a lot of shitty people. So the first time I worked at McDonald's, I can specifically remember there was 2 separate people who would come through the drive-thru every single day. And literally as soon as their car was on camera, I had their order rung up and they'd pull up to the speaker and be like, your total's this, and they would just pull forward.
That's awesome.
That's awesome service. I love that.
And then like there was this other family that would come every Saturday before they went shopping, and they ordered the same exact thing too. So when their car was like in the parking lot, I'm like, oh, I think his name was John. I was like, John's here. And so everybody just made the order. But I mean, and it was funny because like most of the time they got the same thing, but once in a great while they'd be like, I'm going to get something new today. And we'd all be like,
like in the background, a spatula, ting, 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 hits the floor.
I've already made it.
I'm just picturing Craig going up to his wife singing Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. Like, it was like, got to make a change. Speaking of singing things, we have kind of a musical themed day today, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We decided to kind of revisit an idea we had earlier in the podcast. I would say probably our first one that was released, and we wanted to kind of make a musical quiz. We had been talking about doing something along these lines for a little bit, and we were like, hey, let's do it again. So what we wanted to do was do a video game theme quiz. We would pick 10 different video games themes, all from different series. So you can only do one per series. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the song for 30 seconds. And then everybody, since we've got a Skype window up for us to type to each other, we're all going to send each other the information at the same time, guessing what the game series is, what the game title is, the specific title, and a more specific event. Maybe it be a level, or maybe it be, whatever it is, where you could say like, oh, this is like, where it's
that's
pinpointed.
The opening theme or something.
Yeah, you pinpoint, oh, this was the 3rd level, or oh, this was in right when you started this fight with this character, whatever it is. It's just some form of specific. It's all going to be up to the person who chose the music to give out the points for that. So if they say, hey, that's good, hey, guess what? We have no choice in the matter. We're going to go with it. There probably won't be too much arguing, but there'll probably be a lot of arguing. So we'll see how that one goes.
The usual. That's bullshit.
There won't be any fighting except for the blood drawn, usual.
So who is going first?
Berkey.
Ooh. Burke is the one that I'm actually looking forward to the most.
Why? Because you are guessing it the least?
Yeah, well, that, but also I think that Burke has very interesting taste in music, and I'm eager to see what he chose.
Yeah, you're going to regret one of those. Just saying.
Oh, no.
I put one of these songs in here just for Brian.
Oh, hell. Like, this is too much pressure now. Oh, boy. Speaking of which, is our DJ ready?
I'm getting there and getting ready. I had a mini heart attack because it said the drive wasn't available for a second. I was like, oh no. I don't know what it was.
I saw your face too, and I was like, oh.
It just kind of hiccuped just for a hot second, but we're good.
Craig's like, don't worry, I'll hum all of them. I've memorized every one of these.
The bad thing is I actually keep stopping myself from doing these themes because otherwise I'm giving away the ones that are on my list.
I know, right?
All right. Is everybody ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to try and play 30 seconds worth of the song. And we're going to try and guess in that time. You ready, Berkey?
Yes.
All right, here's Burke's number 1.
Just because I'm laughing so hard.
Damn it.
Who wants to be a millionaire? The video game.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Okay.
Regis
that was
Philbin.
good. No. Michelle says Halo 3, which is incorrect. And
Clearly,
Brian,
because they didn't guess it.
yeah, Brian gets 1 full point
Yes.
because he got the game. He says Deep Spaces. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm going to give you 2 points because you said Deep Space when you're traveling. It's technically the map music for Mass Effect Andromeda.
Nice.
So, yeah. Okay, there you go.
Ooh, yeah. I heard that. I was like, I don't know.
Who wants to be a billionaire?
All right. So we got Burke with 2 points, and I guess me with half a point.
Wait,
Brian.
Brian with 2 points. Burke doesn't get points on his own
I'm
quiz.
sorry.
I get a point. Oh, I'll take 2
Yes, he
points.
does.
Brian's like, Burke's like, I get 3 points.
All right. Let's go to Burke number 2.
If Craig doesn't know that at the end, I'm going to punch him in the face. Okay.
Oh, no.
I had no idea. So I kind of took a stab at it.
Wow. Nope. So we have Brian with Assassin's Creed, Michelle with Halo 4, Craig with Assassin's Creed. Did you really not know that music right there at the end, Craig?
I know it, but I can't pin it.
Okay, it's Ark.
Oh, that's why I don't know it. I turned it off in my head. I was like, I don't want it. Now that you say it, I remember it. But that's exactly why.
Uninstall.
That is exactly why I don't know that. It sounded familiar. I just couldn't think
Yeah,
of
like
it.
I let that last like 5 seconds in, which is like when you go in, there's like dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun.
I've
So,
never played
what-
Ark, so I had no idea.
Yep.
What was the point distribution for that one?
Zeros.
Zeros. All right. Let's go to Burke number 3.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what it is, but I will say this much. I want to play that game, whatever it's from.
You do want to play that game. That's the theme song and in the title menu, and it gets better. It keeps going, keeps growing like that. That intro is in the game that no one got right.
Yeah.
Because we have Halo 5, Deep Balls 9, Metal Gear Solid 5 Boss. It was all incorrect. It is Fallout 4, the main theme.
Oh, yeah. I didn't play it, so
I
that
didn't
makes
play it
sense.
either. Mike did, I know, but
Yeah, I actually haven't played it that much, but that theme was just beautiful.
I think my brother has an Xbox to play it on. I think.
All right. I'll give everyone a hint. I don't have any Halo games in here.
My God.
This is going to make my guessing really difficult.
All of us just put zeros
That
across the
doesn't
board
help
for
me
the
out at
scores.
all.
I know it doesn't help Craig out.
Because I'm not going to randomly guess Halo.
I know it doesn't help
It
you.
helps Michelle out
Yeah, it helps
tremendously.
Michelle
though.
and Brian out, though.
No, I don't, because I don't know what else to guess.
All right, let's go to Burke number 4.
All right. And the guesses are in. Enter the Shire, Murder in Hopatown. By Craig.
I had no idea.
Murder in Hobbitown.
Brian goes, the game I want right now is in my life, because I know Brian loves the minuets, of course.
I love minuets and I love violin.
And then Michelle has Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles traveling theme in wagon.
Holy crap, that's specific.
No.
It sounds kind of familiar, but I couldn't place it.
It's actually an indie game that came out on the 360, I believe, called Braid.
Oh, Braid!
And it was a phenomenal game. If
I heard a lot of great things about it.
Game to play.
I've played it too. That's probably why it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the game. I just want to listen to the soundtrack.
It's a good one.
That's That's like, as soon as I was listening to that, I'm like, my God, I'm gonna download this.
this next one is a really good soundtrack that you can just play on YouTube. So Brian, that good, eh?
Craig?
So Brian puts Red Dead Redemption. I'm going to give him half a point for that one. It's
thank you.
Just because of the atmosphere that this game imbues. We have Michelle, GTA 5 dead. Sorry, that's not correct. Craig says crying looking out a window of a bus. I'll give Craig half a point.
I couldn't fit in while raining.
I'll give Craig. So the game was Fireproof.
Fireproof.
It is an indie game that came out earlier. Or sorry, not Fireproof. Firewatch.
Oh, I've heard of
Fucking
Firewatch.
shit, I played that game too. Oh my God.
Did you like that game?
I didn't finish it yet. I recently started because it was John just got it on our Xbox One, but I'm probably maybe like a third through it.
Yeah, I played that game. I played it when I was at my in-laws in Wyoming, ironically, since it takes place in Wyoming. And it was just, the music in the game was amazing. The whole storyline was really good too. So
yeah, I really enjoy it so far.
Yeah.
I've heard very good things.
Okay, on to number 6. All right. So the votes are in. We have Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. We have Forza.
The way Brian spelled Deus.
I know.
Hey, I didn't say the spelling does not count in this round here, folks. If you know what I was going for, I would have sounded out. I don't have time to Google.
You had 30 seconds. That's enough time. It's Final Jeopardy. Come on.
Not. You see how fast I move.
What are you, May? I mean, not May.
Sorry.
All right, whatever.
Sorry.
We have Michelle as Forza Horizon 5, even though there's only 3 Forza Horizons, but I'll take it.
So you're saying she technically isn't wrong
Let's
yet.
give her half a point. We could be correct.
Forza 5 samples, whatever this is.
And then we have 7 Days to Die, which is the music that the game I've been playing lately. No, and no. The correct theme is Battlefield 4 theme song.
Oh.
I played that game a lot.
What era is Battlefield 4 set in?
Modern.
Because that sounded like techno-y future to me. Like it like struck a chord with like techno-y future. That's why I went with what I did.
It's pretty modern. All right. Number 7. This is a main theme again. Craig, I am disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed because you got it wrong.
Oh,
I assumed.
It was so we have Lord of the Rings: Shadow of Mordor. Good guess.
I was gonna guess that too.
Mirror's Edge, not even close. And then Elder Scrolls. No. So this is a good guess. It is Batman: Arkham Knight.
oh, damn it! I played through the entire
I
series.
even put like some of the theme, like the main Batman themes that you hit
Yes,
towards
you
the
did.
end.
God,
If you
dang
listen to
it.
that last note again, I guarantee you'll go, "Oh my god, that's Batman!" It just
Yeah, I think I probably hit the title of the title screen of that game like twice because I just marathoned that
okay.
game. It was just like, well, here we go. I'm starting off, and then 48 hours later, I'm sitting there twitching.
It was so good.
Yeah.
all right. Okay. All right. So Craig says Sea of Thieves. Incorrect. The Plundering Music. I do like it though. Michelle, we have Fantasia 2000. The video game Target exclusive deluxe day one pre-order. Close.
I love the amount of detail she puts.
That's wow.
Brian, who doesn't wait till the end, says Fable.
Sorry.
Main theme. Which game?
The Peter Molyneux
Which-
nightmare.
Which game, Brian?
Which
Yeah.
Fable? I'm gonna guess because you put it on the quiz to fuck with me. It's got to be 3.
Yep, you get all 3 points.
There it is.
I was gonna say I know it's not two.
No, and I knew it wasn't 1 because I know 1 is the one that I know the best. Cause I love Fable 1,
All right.
but all the rest of them were
Okay,
garbage.
number 9. All right. So,
Nailed it.
Wow.
all right. Everyone gets 2
Wow.
points. Everyone gets Mirror's Edge theme, credit theme in credits. But yeah, that was the one.
Nice
Good
work,
job.
everybody. Though high
That was
fives
good.
the whole way around.
And I
Really.
love
So is that 2 points or 3 points? Because we technically guessed the
I guess that
series
is true,
game
3 points
and
because it wasn't Catalyst.
Okay.
Good point. I forgot there wasn't a suffix to that one. And last one for me. All right, so Craig puts Doctor Who in the entailed spaghetti. No, but quite funny. Michelle puts Wolfenstein 3D. You killed Hitler. A+ theme.
Nice.
oh my god, you killed Hitler. A+.
5
Like, she's
points for
giving a
that
grade
one. I'll
out
give you
for,
that one.
for that.
All right, and Brian says Castle Crashers cave level. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
So he
Yep,
gets the full
does get
3 on that one,
three.
right?
Even though I guess there's no technically series.
Right,
Yeah.
but I mean, we had to. It's got to
Yep,
be even
exactly.
across.
So yeah, there you go. That's my 10 songs. So
Not bad. Not bad. Honestly, as soon as that one started playing, I was like, because I played through Castle Crashers
Oh,
so
yeah.
many times. Like I max leveled Like the one guy in that. Like I had so much fun with that game.
It was a good game.
Burke, your choices, I got to be honest with you, most of them were like I'm not gonna call them symphony, but kind of like that type of music, that minuet type music that I love so much. I'm like, wow, Burke made some really good picks here. I'm impressed.
Burke made some amazing choices.
Yeah,
on that.
I'm impressed.
All right, is everybody ready for this? For my portion of the quiz.
This is your portion. Oh,
this is going to be my portion of the quiz.
Oh, Raggy.
Yes, sir.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's go for a number 1. All right, so the answers coming in are Shadow of Mordor main theme. Burke, that was from Brian. Burke says Assassin's Creed Black Flag on Cuba. Michelle says Uncharted 2 Sailing the Seven Seas theme. Burke gets 2 points for this one. It is Assassin's Creed series, and it is Black Flag.
That's some good tunes.
That is the main theme. That is like your like your menu / kind of like it starts off type theme. All right, let's go with the second one. Now, before anybody hits enter, this is part of the reason why we came up with the series / then the game that this specific music shows up in / if you can name the exact area or whatever it comes into. And
the name of the song, does that give me anything extra?
That would not give you anything extra. I'm sorry. There's no bonus points. Otherwise, we'd have to all figure out 1 bonus point, but I will give you extra cool points for it, but everybody can hit enter now. All right. So the answers we have in from Michelle, Mega Man X Boomer Kuwanger's level theme. We have Vampire Killer, Castlevania series, level 1-1, Weep. And then we've got Burke saying Mega Man 10 boss fight. Brian will end up getting technically 1 point for this one. You did get the Castlevania series, but the game it was in was Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Was this
That's
exact?
That's why I recognized it.
Version of the song.
This exact version. It wasn't the 8-bit theme. That's why I was wanting to say like I'm looking for the.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And then the area that it's in is in the level 10, which is a recreation of the first Castlevania game.
Yeah. And Vampire Killer, the reason I had that on there, that's the name of the actual song itself.
Yeah, Vampire. That is the actual name. So I feel bad, but I couldn't.
No, you're
give
fine.
It to you.
It's fair. You spelled it out.
Yeah, Burke got 2 points on the first one, and Brian got 1 point on that one.
What I've written down.
All right, let's go with the third one. All right, so Brian says GoldenEye Soviet base level Nintendo 64 for England, James. Michelle says GoldenEye 64, the mission select screen, and Burke says GoldenEye 64. So you are all going to get 2 points. You're going to get the game, and you're going to get the series, because I would accept it James Bond. Like you could have said James Bond or 007, and then saying GoldenEye gets you the second point. Was there a level actually called Soviet Base? I'm trying to make sure because as of now,
it could be called the facilities. Like I think that might be the official name of it is facilities.
That's what I was going for. Was the official name of this? It's the beginning of the facility level.
Got it.
So that do we give Brian the 3rd point on that? That's up to. I'll let that go up to the other 2.
Fair.
You say sure.
All right. Brian gets 3.
Yay!
I would say because I just wanted to see if I would say he gets the 3rd point on that one. Okay. Oops, I put that in the wrong area on mine. Burke, you're keeping track of this, right? Okay. Let's jump into my next one. All right, so we have with Burke, it is Dark Souls 3, Dance of the Boreal Valley. Michelle says Halo 3, you win. And Brian says Dark Souls 3 from Dark Souls series, Fight Against the Dancer. You're going to get 2 points for Burke and for Brian. That is the main theme when you fire up the game.
I knew I recognized
That's what pops up. And I forgot to say, I had like a little blurb about every one of these, that the reason why I picked it. And this is just because whenever I heard this, like I just got into this mindset. I'm like, it's time to get serious, and I won't go back and retroactively do all the other ones, but I had like emotional moments with the other themes. And that's why we always did it. Okay, let's get to the next one. If you can tell me the set list that it's on, that's what I'm looking for the final, was what set list?
Oh,
So while everyone's sending their edited answers, I don't know if you guys had, but I knew who Dragon Force was before the Guitar Hero series. I was listening to them for quite a few years before, and for the first 2, like every time they came out, I was like, damn, they should really put in a Dragon Force song. Like, do it, put one in. And then finally for 3, I was like, yes.
Nice.
I did not
You're
know.
The Dragon Force hipster.
I did not know about them beforehand. So everybody said Dragon Force. Everybody said Guitar Hero 3. So everybody gets 2 points. And Michelle put the bonus set list, which is what this was on. So everybody gets 2. And Michelle gets 3.
It's the bonus set list.
Yep,
okay,
Michelle
that's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, it was the blue button. You hit the blue button to get to the bonus set list, and then you just held down as long as possible.
Credits at first, and then I had no idea it was called bonus set list.
It's in the bonus set list. All right, next one. All right, everybody, send me your answers. We've got Burke with Zelda, Wind Waker, Field of Hyrule theme. Brian said Hyrule Field, Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda. Hyrule Field Day, very nice on the specificity, Michelle. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. So now I'm in this really weird area where Burke technically got the series and where it was, but not the right game.
Well, no, he gets 2.
He's getting 2 points for it. I just didn't think that was going to be physically possible. Where someone would get the series and the specific area, but not the actual game.
I know the music of Hyrule Field. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the part that gets me about that is that it's the Hyrule Field music, and he's like, I know, the one that's filled with water. Wind Waker.
Fucking blue. It's the only game I could think of besides the newest one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with the next one here. And I do have to apologize. I sort of double dipped from before. So we have Burke with Mega Man X Water Boss. We've got Brian, Mega Man X Storm Eagle theme from the Mega Man X series. And Michelle's got Mega Man X, the Chill Penguin stage. So Brian is going to get 3 points on that guy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're going to get 2 points for Burke for getting series and game. And Michelle gets 2 points for series and game because it was the Storm Eagle theme from Mega Man X.
I knew it wasn't that one. I was like, I can't think of anybody else. I'm like, I forgot all of the other ones.
The worst part about it is that I had originally written down Spark Mandrill, and I was like, yeah, that's totally it. But then when it goes into the winner, I'm like, oh shit, that's Storm Eagle. Delete.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head.
I'm not looking. Let's see what
we have. Let's see what we have. Waiting for Burke. I have
two guesses.
Burke.
I can't think of which one it is.
Come on, Burke. Send it.
Oh, fuck it. Theme. Okay.
All right. So I think I know which one Burke was also debating on. Brian says Saints Row the Third with 45 question marks. Michelle says MLB The Show 2016 Pep Talk theme. And Burke says the NHL 17 main theme. It is the Rocket League load theme. When you're loading into
Fuck.
It was the one right. It was the one right before the one they're doing now, which is the one I heard the most, and the one it's the one I really like when I started playing a lot is the one I heard. So that is the Rocket League main theme. So that's my first no point entry into this.
Yeah, I should have gotten 3. I couldn't think.
All right, let's get to my second to last. So Burke says Halo 3 second level, which I know isn't a serious answer. We've got Halo 5 shit got fucked up Cortana from Michelle. And Brian says Marvel Ultimate Alliance from the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series, main theme from the starting menu, and it shows Spider-Man killing some bots. That's the one right there. That is the exact one.
Yeah. God damn it. I knew it. God, it was on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't think. God damn it. Nice.
All right. And now we come down to, I think, my final one, right? Yeah, because Rocket League got no points. Yeah, this is my final one. I meant to edit this one to get it like more closely to where I wanted. So we'll see how this goes. From Burke, the Halo 5 title screen. From Michelle, it's the Halo 1343 Guilty Spark, because I remember the only name I remember. Brian says Halo 5 fight with the Warden from the Halo series. I'm going to give points to Burke and to Brian. They're both going to get 2 points. I couldn't full on give you the 3 on those two. It wasn't a Warden fight. It kicks in the level called The Breaking, and it's one of the final rooms, but it's not a Warden fight. The Warden fight has a different theme.
Okay.
But oops. So it's 2, 2, and 1 for points on that one. 2 points for Brian and Burke, 1 point for Michelle. Yep. So that is the conclusion of my quiz.
Mine are going to be so obvious compared to all your guys'.
Oh, don't worry, Michelle. I'm thinking the same thing about mine.
All right. So who's going next?
I believe it's my themes next.
All right. Merciel. All right. We got the Michelle one.
Oh, fuck.
So we got Super Bubble Bros 2, The Bubbling, Murder Difficulty 100% completion from Craig, Yoshi Island main theme from Burke. That's a good guess. And Bubble Bobble from Bubble Bobble 2, the only song in the game. Brian's gonna get series because it is Bubble Bobble, but it's 1 and it's the title theme.
Okay.
Damn it! Like, I almost just put Bubble Bobble, but I was like, there's no way that's the right one. So I was like, I'll go jokey because I literally don't know. Damn. Oh well. Let's go to number 2.
So we have Dragon Quest from Dragon Quest 13 from Brian. There is no 13.
I have no idea. It's Mickey a long-running series.
Mickey Mouse Adventures, procreated with Minnie Mouse minigame completion, and Burke with Fantasia. So this can be a 0-pointer. So this is.
Dang.
I don't know how to pronounce it because it's obviously not in English, but it's Romanian, I believe, is the language it's in. It's from Grandia 2, and it translates to Song of the People. And it's a song that one of the characters sings.
Yeah, it sounded nice. I have no idea about the game though. Interesting though.
All right, let's jump to number 3.
So we got Kingdom Hearts, the Magic Kingdom theme from Brian, Kingdom Hearts main theme from Craig, and Final Fantasy X from Burke. So it is Kingdom Hearts, and it is the first one. I don't know if it's the main theme, because it only plays on the title screen. So I don't know if you consider it the main theme.
That's up to your discretion. If you don't consider it the main theme, then it's not the main theme.
I would say no.
Okay. So that's what? 2 points, 2 points, no points?
Yes.
Okay, so this might be the same theme. We'll see. Yep,
That sounds like it.
there happened to be a copy
Wait,
in there.
I know this one, Craig. Hold on.
There's a copy in there, so I don't know if I messed up the copy, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't mess it up because I couldn't listen to him first.
No.
Watching Craig have a shit fit over there.
It's pretty hilarious. What you go with? Oh
Craig typed Tetris 11, the shit fit. Brian has Dr. Mario song type A, and Burke has American Gladiator wall climb. I'm gonna give Brian game. It's song type B, chill.
That's chill.
Yes,
I wasn't sure it was
superior to Fever, which is the A one.
Obviously superior.
As soon as I saw Dr. Mario, I was like, fuck! Because I remember playing this with Brian when we lived in Lansing. Man.
Wow. It sounded familiar, but I had no
Rescue
idea.
Rangers NES is a bullshit game.
Wow. Bold stance she's taking here, folks.
All those games based on the cartoons were so freaking hard. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but,
we have
you know.
8-Bit Space Adventure 9000 from Burke, Dragon Quest Battle Theme from Craig, and Rescue Rangers NES from Brian. So Craig's gonna get 2.
Yes.
It is the battle theme from a Dragon Quest game. It's number 3.
It's close enough.
Good guess. Honestly,
It just sounded like a battle theme, and I was like, it's not Pokemon. What other game does she like to play? I was like, she loves Dragon Quest. Because I feel like about once a week there's a tweet rant from Michelle talking about bringing the Dragon Quest games to the
Yeah, because we get
the
fucked over
US.
in America all the time.
All right, let's go to the next one.
So we have shitty 64-bit techno from Skrillex. I'm gonna give half a point there because that's hilarious. Space Channel 5 from Brian, and Earthbound Battle Music from Craig. So Craig's gonna get 2 points again.
damn.
It is Earthbound, it is battle music. It's specifically against machine enemies, though.
Yeah.
Dang.
It just sounded goofy enough. I was like, that's in my head. I was like, that sounds like what an Earthbound song would sound like. All right, next one.
All right, so we have Star Trek battle theme, Bill Shatner yelling Con Era. Very specific, I love it. Twilight Princess fight against Beast Ganon, and Burke has Final Fantasy VII, so Burke is correct with the game. It is Sephiroth's theme from Final Fantasy VII.
So Burke gets 2 points on that one.
Wow. Nice work, Burke. I never played
Nice
Final
work.
Fantasy VII, so I have no idea.
Yeah, neither have I. All right,
It really did sound like Star Trek. Like it sounded like one of those ones that Bill Shatner would be fighting like a paper mache alien too. You know?
You say with a tube?
No, paper mache alien. He's fighting him.
I thought you said fighting a paper mache alien with a tube. He's just got like an empty
Yeah,
tube
that's what I thought he said too.
with a tube like the empty tube from a toilet paper. He's like,
I was thinking like the paper towel too.
Oh, get it started.
All right. So we got Zaria's song, Lost Wood / Hidden Grove from Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda from Brian. Craig says, oh fuck, this thing showed up everywhere if you played the Ocarina, but Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time in the Lost Woods is when you pulled your hair out. And Burke said Zelda Wind Waker Village theme, so it is the Lost Woods theme from Ocarina of Time. So Brian and Craig will get 3, and Burke will get 1 for having the right series.
Nice. I like how Burke, I got to be honest with you, for not knowing the Zelda things very much, you're still like nailing the ones that are from the Zelda. He is. He's doing well with it.
Alright, so we have Super Mario 3 airship theme before the kicked the shit out of a Koopa Kid from Craig, Super Mario 3 from Bowser for Burke, and Mario 3 the theme from World 8, the tank / ship levels, the first 2 in the world. I don't actually remember if they reused it for that, Brian.
I mean,
I'm not sure if you're right on that.
I feel like they did,
but it's definitely
Google
the airship theme.
Shit, airship.
It is from Super Mario Brothers 3, so you guys will get Game and Series there. I have to see if Brian gets that last point.
we'll see if it comes into play.
Was it the airship theme?
It is the airship theme.
Okay, so Craig got it. Okay, yeah, that was what I wanted to put, but didn't know.
We can just give Brian the 3rd point for now, and then if it comes down to the end of it, and
bother to look it up.
and we care about who actually won between Brian and anybody else, we'll look it up.
So we have Glow Stick Rave Fest Don't OD on Speed 9 from Brian. Giving it a half point for hilarity for him. I'm pretty sure this had a lot of badgers dancing in an online video in the early internet from Craig. I like how you call that the early internet. And Techno 2055 from Burke. So this is gonna be, well, other than Brian's half a point, this is gonna be a 0-pointer. So the name of this song is V, and it's from DDR Extreme. And it's based on Vivaldi's Winter. which is a classical
Oh,
music
yeah.
piece.
By the way, I
ruined it.
double checked on the Mario 3 thing, and it does play it on that level or those levels.
Okay.
So
All right, so we'll
Yeah.
leave the point.
yeah.
All right, so I think that's all of yours. Michelle, is that all of yours?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Brian, are you ready?
Oh God, yes. I feel like Michelle, as much as you thought yours were going to be too easy, I feel like I completely just gave away
I
like a
hope so
ton of
because you're
these.
my only hope points.
Yeah.
I think that like over half these are going to be gimmies. So all right, let's do this thing. I can see Craig losing his mind.
Oh my god, piece of shit!
Okay, so here's what we have. Craig said Mario 64. Just nothing else with it, just Mario 64.
It was like 29 seconds. I was like, just type anything.
Burke said Donkey Kong Country underwater theme with shark. And Michelle said some NES space game. I'm going to give Burke 1 point because he got the series right. It is the Donkey Kong Country series, but it's specifically from the second one in the series, Diddy's Conquest.
I didn't realize there were more than one. That's the only one I played.
Yep. And the song is, the level is Bramble Blast, and the song is named Sticker Brush Symphony.
Is it the one? It's the one where you're flying with the wasp.
Yeah. You're flying with the parrot, and you're going in between all the vines.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. Sorry, that was one of those two. I couldn't figure out which one.
I knew of what it was in a sense. Like I was sitting there going, like, I can piece this to something. As soon as I saw Burke put DK, I was like, okay, he's got it.
Well, okay, let's go ahead and go on the line. Craig says Mega Man 6 Dildo Man level music. Michelle says Mega Man 1 Yellow Devil fight. And Burke says Bob Saget. And Michelle submitted a second answer, says that she's choking because of Burke's answer.
I did have visual on Michelle, and now she is gone, so I'm not sure. We might need to call the authorities.
So here's the deal. Michelle and Craig will get 1 point, but Craig actually gets another point because he did get Mega Man 6. They say so. It was Mega Man 6, but it's specifically Nightman from Nightman stage.
Well, I mean, you probably use dildos at night a lot. Does that count?
Here we go.
Well, there we go. And Michelle's gone again. All right. Let's take a look and see what we got on that one. Craig says Mario Kart Aoki version?
Yes. Like what's the somebody already used Skrillex. I had to try and think of somebody else, like Steve Aoki or whatever his name is, the DJ.
Steve Buscemi?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Burke says Runch the Rush. Okay, Rush, the band video game. Hey, Michelle said Road Rash 2. Michelle, this was one that you should have gotten. You're the only one I'm disappointed in on
you
this.
You didn't see me. I was like sitting there like, oh my God.
Oh no, I saw you losing your mind, but you were the one that were supposed to get this. This was a layup. You ready? From the series Pokemon. Okay, it's the Champions music for X and Y Diantha's theme.
Yeah, I would have never gotten that.
I was close.
It's also if you were to battle like against somebody, you can. It's number 11 if you were to
I'll be
click on the
honest
little
with
thing
you,
and change the
I had
music.
to keep my DS muted during X and Y because I was irritating the people around me while I was playing.
Yes, I didn't keep it muted just so I didn't have to hear the music.
It was the only one. It was the only battle theme music that I would play when I would battle against people online.
You could change the music?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's number 11.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. I gotta be honest with you guys. I was having fun answering the questions, but being the quizzer is the most fun because watching Michelle's reactions is the best thing on earth. She's literally like, "Oh my god, that was fantastic!" All right, so here we go. Craig says Castlevania 1-1 Vampire Killer. Wheep. Burke says Castlevania, and Michelle says Tiny Toons title theme. So Craig and Burke will get 1 point apiece, but unfortunately, Craig, you are incorrect and say this is not Vampire Killer. This is Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, the song Bloody Tears. But still, I mean, you had the right series.
I fucking had Castlevania 2 and I deleted it because it started not sounding like Castlevania music.
Now that you say that, I'm like, I am so dumb. I was just like, like as soon as it came on, I go, Brian and I picked the same theme. La 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 la. I just started typing. Didn't even fully listen.
That's okay. So we have the answers are Craig says Michael. No, I'm not going to read that. I almost read that. No. Just no.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Okay.
Just to give everybody reference what I'm talking about.
Wow. You're terrible. All right, Michelle says Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Burke says Dragon Ball Z Vegeta. The answer is it's a song named Megalovania from the game Undertale.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was so close.
Yeah, it's so I didn't know if anyone here had gotten around to playing it. I know that had been a topic once upon a time, but wasn't sure if anyone did, but still, that's what it is. Craig says Golden Sun, time to catch some fish, super easy failed. And Michelle says Golden Sun 1 exploration theme. And Burke says Zelda gone Western, y'all. Burke
I like Burks.
gets the point. It is Legend of Zelda. And actually, I'll give him another half a point because he's actually not that far off because it's the Spirit Tracks. It's the one where he rides the train.
Yes, I totally didn't go into that for like 15 seconds. Went,
Yeah, that's what it is. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. It's arguably one of my top favorite Zelda songs of all time, and it's one of the ones when I make maps in Smash Brothers, I put that as the background theme.
is that one of the games where you had to move around by moving the stylus on the screen?
I'm not. No, just maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't play. There's two of them, and I was like, nope.
Yeah, but the music was solid. I mean, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Craig says, the Western shooting game you always try to get me to play, Suck Hard Edition. Okay.
And that was formatted like a title.
No, I got it. And then Burke says Mega Man 5, and Michelle says Golden Sun Battle non-boss theme. Unfortunately, nobody gets the point on this one. It's 3D Game Heroes, the Dash Race theme. It's a game that came out only basically for PlayStation in the late 2010s early 2010s, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, the next one I think that is a little bit more of a layup. So. Burke says NBA Jam 1999. Which is a Star Tropics end credits theme. And Craig says, you think you're better than me? Completion bonus music. God dang it, guys. No, this one was actually from Shovel Knight. I'd say I thought that one was a little bit more. I guess, did anyone here play Shovel Knight other than me, I guess?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the theme that plays when you're approaching the final like level. You know what I mean? You're on the final level, and if you were to listen to it, it's very like end of a game triumphant-y, like in the sense that you're storming a castle. And I took it even over the main theme from the game because it is just so powerful in that moment of like the sequence of events of the game. So anyway. Got NCAA Football 10, Road to the Heisman from Craig. Golden Sun First Village theme from Michelle. And Burke says Red Dead Redemption. I'm going to give Burke, I'm going to give you a point on this one, Burke, because you got the right theming down. It is a wild, the game's called Wild Arms. The song's called Into the Wilderness. It's the opening from the opening cinematic of the game. It's really cool. It's kind of a Western motif, but it's a JRPG. It's hard to explain, but it's a really good game.
So it's not the one where I had to roll around and shoot?
No, that's a different game. But it has the game also has wild in the name of it. Craig says Dragon 8 force bit through the ice and glaciers. Michelle says Sonic Spinball high score theme, and Burke says Uber fight from Mega Man Ultra, the ultraest video game ever. Craig, remember that thing you kept trying to say for the past 2 answers?
Wild Guns.
That's the one. This is it. Wild Guns.
I would have never gotten
that. It's Wild Guns, the game for the Super Nintendo, and it is super badass. Really fun game.
Yeah.
This is
that one.
This is the boss fight from Carson City. So it was pretty tight.
Great game.
It is
such a great game.
It is a great game. Mike and I beat the whole thing.
Yeah,
we did. It's a fun.
It was totally enjoyable.
Shut up! It is fun. It's one of my favorite SNES games ever.
All right, that brings us to the end of our quiz. Burke, where did that?
Don't even announce
us?
my score. It's embarrassing.
Were you scoring along at home, Michelle?
No, not exactly.
No, of course not.
Burke, you're muted.
Sitting here on mute, talking away. Michelle loses by 3 points to Craig, who is in third place. I have 4 points more than Craig. Actually, excuse me, 5 because I can't math. 5 points more than Craig with 24. So if anyone wants to do math, you can figure out what Michelle got. Sorry, Michelle. And Brian gets my numbers flipped with a score of 40-2.
Wow.
I have a problem.
So did I have, was it 22 or 23?
You had 19. I had 24.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
And Michelle had something.
Okay.
Dang.
Okay, that's not as low as I thought. I thought my score was like 5.
No, I was 16. Yeah.
Well, out of Brian's 42, he got 19 from me alone.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Burke was going to run away with that one on like the one for me.
I don't know. I guess I spend a lot of my life watching let's plays. People like I got to get a hobby or a girlfriend or something. I don't know. Like this is bad.
It's awesome.
That was a ton of fun though. I mean, there's like I just love how it brings so many different things. You know, we're 4 people that we talk about, you know, something every single week, but yet we are like, even in something that we're all deeply ingrained to, we're so still different in the different corners of that little universe, except for Brian. He's on all 4 corners.
Well, you're right though, because if you listen to the types of music that we chose, realistically, if we didn't have we had like one overlap with Ocarina of Time, but it was different songs from Ocarina of Time. Aside from that, it was completely like different series, different everything. I mean,
that's pretty spread out.
Yeah, Burke spread out more than I thought it would be.
Yeah, agreed. Burke's tones, the ones that he chose, as I said, were very like ambient and melodic versus, you know, Michelle.
Cinematic too. They're very cinematic.
Yeah, every one of Burke's ones, I was like, God, I want to see that movie.
This was video games, Brian.
And I still won? Wow. No. No, but the Michelle's thing, then she cut into Dr. Mario, and I was like, God dang it, of course. You know, like, why didn't I think of that? But that was fun. I enjoyed this.
It was great. Well, if anybody else at home took scores, what you can do is you can get a hold of us at Get Dunked On Pod. Is that our Twitter address? I don't even remember now. It's been so long since I've had to type it in.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Twitter?
I can't remember the exact Twitter handle.
We're super good at networking ourselves.
Is it Get Dunked On Pod? Just that?
You know, we could be a lot of things.
I'm gonna go with yes.
It is at Get Dunked On Pod.
Okay. Yeah. So if anybody that was scoring along at home wants to send us in your score at Get Dunked On Pod on Twitter, that'd probably be the best way. Or you can, I guess you could comment on on our Facebook posts, or if you want to comment on an Instagram, it doesn't really matter. We'll figure it out where it is. But the best way would be just to get us hold of us on Twitter. And that way you could look at us and go, you silly fools.
Also, if you have any like themes you want us to follow for another music quiz, let us know.
We can make a whole user submitted quiz if we wanted. If you wanted to send those in and let us know what you wanted. So,
yep.
But at that point, they'd all be looking at the themes. They have their own score at home that they are keeping track of. They're looking at Brian's paltry 42 points, and because they're so refined, because they listen to our podcast, like, so you just got dunked on.
Whoa, this is heavy.
I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's going for it. He's gonna do it. I mean, no. Here's the part that got me though. Michelle, like he was about to lay it down, and then Michelle goes, choo choo, derails him, and she's like, oh, and by the way, why don't you do this? And then I'm like,
by the way.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, I'm like,
awesome.
let's see Craig pull this back onto the tracks, and he's sitting there with the wheels like, come on.